Hello and welcome back. I have a question for you. How many leads do you need to hit your goals in real estate? Think about that for a few minutes. Hey, I'm Jason Lopez, and I want to welcome you back to our video series on the five income producing activities in real estate. I'm the California designated broker for Real Broker, and I'm happy to be here with you today. So, last week in our video series on the four ways to make more money in real estate, I shared the daily 10-4, right? Meet 10 new people, add 10 people to your database, preview 10 properties a week for market knowledge, and write 10 thank you or thinking of you cards. And I got a lot of questions and feedback on that. And so I'm going to dive into that a little bit more today. But I wanted to start out by answering the question, how many leads do you need to hit your goals? And here's the answer to the question. It's really simple. Until you have enough leads to hit your goals, nothing else in real estate matters. Let me repeat that. Until you have enough leads to hit your goals, nothing else in real estate matters. It's all about getting those people into your pipeline. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. I want to start off by sharing an idea, and you're probably familiar with the Pareto principle, more commonly known as the 80-20 rule. And no, it's not 20% of the agents do 80% of the business, although it feels like that sometimes, I know. What it really says is that if you focus on the most important 20% of your business, it will drive 80% of your results. So, how do you actually think about going small and getting laser focused so that you can generate 80% of your results? So, that is the essence of the five income producing activities. And today we're going to talk a little bit about lead generation. I'll share a personal story. When I started 31 years ago, my mother-in-law and father-in-law were my bosses. I spent the first several years of my career working for them, and it wasn't as bad as it might sound. One of the things they did was really invest in me to help me understand how to become a better professional realtor. And a lot of that was investing in my development over the phone. I made a lot of phone calls, millions of phone calls. I had a daily goal of 100 contacts, and early on, a big part of that process was getting better. It took me from being a robot sounding telemarketer to a professional realtor who could have great conversations on the phone. So simply getting through the five questions on my script every day and talking to 100 people made me better. Okay. So we know activity breeds activity. What would happen in your business if you employed that daily 10-4 I mentioned over the next 90 days? I bet that you would have some business going on. Here's the challenge for you. What if you took massive action in your business? What if you doubled that and you did 20? What if you did 30, 40, 50 contacts a day? What would your holiday season later this year look like? What would your summer vacation next year look like? If activity breeds activity, what would massive action in your business mean in 90 days? What would that look like for you? Okay. Now, I'm not suggesting you make 100 contacts. I'm suggesting if you don't know how many contacts a day you're making, start tracking it. If you're making 10, what do you need to do to make 20, 30, 40, 50? And really focus in on massively improving the number of people you talk to on a daily basis. Here's a funny thing that will happen. It happened to me, and that was this. It ends up that the number of people you talk to every day is how many closings you have over the course of the year. You talk to 10 people a day, you're going to probably have around 10 closings. So how do you project that out and get to 20, 30, 40, 50 people a day and the same or similar amount of closings? It's all about the lead generation, you guys. So focus in on what you need to do, create an environment that sets you up to be successful, and get your lead generation activity on your calendar and get it done early in the day. All right. Hey, stay tuned. We'll be back with more tips. Next video will be all about follow up and how if lead generation will make you rich, lead follow up will make you wealthy. Stay tuned.